There's a demon living inside you, not the cartoonish red creature with horns, something worse, something human, something familiar. It's the anger you feed, the rage that simmers in your gut when someone disrespects you, the burning in your chest when things don't go your way. It's the part of you that explodes, ruins relationships, makes you weak, and you keep feeding it. But what if I told you there was a way to kill it, to bury it, to walk through fire with calm eyes while everyone else is screaming? Miyamoto Musashi, arguably the most dangerous man to ever walk Japan, did just that. He wasn't just a swordsman. He was a war machine wrapped in silence. He fought over 60 life-or-death duels and never lost. Not because he was the fastest, not because he was the strongest, but because he was emotionless in battle. This isn't some fairy tale. This is how one man destroyed anger and became a legend. And now you'll learn his way. 1. Anger is a puppet string and you're the toy. Let's be brutally honest. Anger doesn't always make you powerful. It makes you owned. Every time you lash out, every time you explode, every time someone pushes your buttons and you react, you're showing your cards. You're telling the world exactly how to control you. Musashi understood this early on. He realized anger wasn't strength. It was a chain, a leash, a predictable reflex that made men easy to manipulate. Marcus Aurelius said, "When you are disturbed by external things, it is not they that trouble you, but your own judgment of them." Read that again. Because if someone can make you angry, they can make you do anything. You're not in control. You're just a puppet, and your strings are your emotions. Musashi cut those strings. He trained himself to become immune to provocation, to walk into battle with the same stillness you'd expect from a monk. No matter what insult came his way, no matter how brutal the fight, he was always watching, always cold. Not because he lacked emotions, but because he refused to be controlled by them. Real strength isn't how hard you hit, it's how impossible you are to provoke. That's what made Musashi terrifying. Not his sword, not his size, not his speed, his unpredictability, his void. A man with no emotional triggers is a man you can't manipulate, threaten, or break. And that is real power. 2. The day Musashi killed anger. There's a story, not many know it. When Musashi was still young, barely out of his teens, he challenged one of the finest swordsmen in Japan, Arima Kihei. Arima was skilled, confident, formal. He expected a duel with swords. Musashi showed up hot with a wooden stick. Arima mocked him, laughed, taunted. Most men would have cracked, thrown a punch, reacted emotionally. Musashi just watched, still, quiet, calculating. Then he struck hard, fast, and then killed his opponent. No rage, no screaming, no theatrics, just brutal, cold execution. Musashi didn't fight with emotion. He fought with awareness. He fought like death itself. Anger is not strength. True power is found in control. 3. The psychology of the blade. Musashi didn't just swing swords, he studied the mind. He controlled his anger. He wrote, "Do nothing which is of no use." Anger, if not used right, it's almost always useless. You think it helps you win arguments? It just shows you're weak. You think it helps you in conflict? It makes your enemies smile. They know they've already got you. The mind is like a blade. When you let it rust with emotion, it dulls. But when you keep it still, sharp, silent, it cuts through anything. 4. Why you get angry and why you'll keep losing. Let's make this personal. Why do you get angry? Someone insults you? Life feels unfair? Someone cuts you off in traffic? Here's the harsh truth. You get angry because you think you're entitled to control things you were never meant to control. You think the world owes you respect. You think other people should behave the way you want. You think life should be fair. Musashi would say, you are attached, and attachment is the root of suffering. Musashi trained himself to expect nothing from the world. He walked alone, slept in the dirt. He trained not just his body, but his soul to be untouchable. No comfort, no luxury, no illusion of control. And because of that, no one could anger him. 5. Training the void, Musashi's practice of emptiness. You don't beat anger by screaming into a pillow or doing 100 push-ups. You beat it by training your mind like a blade. Here's how Musashi did it. Voluntary hardship. Musashi slept outside, ate little, avoided fame and fortune. He believed comfort made the mind weak, and a weak mind is easily triggered. Try this. Pick one comfort and cut it. Cold showers, no sugar, no social media. Whatever makes you squirm, kill it. Get addicted to discomfort. You'll realize most of your anger was just entitlement in disguise. No reaction is the ultimate weapon. Musashi would go silent for hours, days even, while training. He trained himself to observe without reacting. Next time someone insults you, pause. Don't reply. Don't defend. Just watch them. The power shifts instantly. You'll feel it. Meditate on death. Every morning, Musashi meditated on his own death. Why? Because a man who isn't afraid to die can't be rattled by anything less. Musashi wrote, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Anger fades when death becomes your companion. What's a traffic jam or rude comment compared to the void?" 6. Kill the ego. Kill the fire. At its core, anger is ego wearing a mask. You don't get angry because the world is cruel. You get angry because your image is under attack. You get mad when your pride is bruised. Someone dares to challenge your worth. You feel unseen, disrespected, or dismissed. But here's the truth Musashi understood better than anyone. Ego is a weakness disguised as importance. And the more you feed it, the more fragile you become. Musashi's solution: kill the ego. Burn it. Starve it. Leave its bones behind. He didn't care if people liked him. Didn't care if his name echoed through history. Didn't cling to praise, validation, or status. He didn't wear fancy clothes. He didn't chase approval. He didn't smile for the crowd because he knew this. The more you crave recognition, the easier it is to control you. The more you attach your identity to how others see you, the more power they have to break you. Musashi walked like a shadow through the world, detached, free, silent. He lived like a ghost because he understood one thing. A man with nothing to prove is a man no one can provoke. When you kill the ego, insults become noise. Criticism becomes information, rejection becomes irrelevant, and anger, it dies, because there's nothing left to defend. You want to become untouchable? Don't build thicker armor, burn the ego that needs protecting, because the warrior with no pride left to wound is the one you should fear the most. 7. The final duel, Musashi versus Sasaki Kojiro. Let's end with this. Musashi's most legendary duel was with Sasaki Kojiro. Kojiro was a master, a national celebrity, fast, elegant, deadly. Musashi arrived hours late, not because he was lazy, but because he wanted Kojiro angry, frustrated, unbalanced. Kojiro was boiling with rage. Musashi stepped off his boat calm as a stone, holding a wooden sword carved from an oar. Kojiro lunged, furious. Musashi, still, calculated. One blow, Kojiro dropped dead. That's what anger gets you. 8. Musashi's Way, the modern code. This isn't about pretending to be a samurai. It's about adopting their core: emptiness, detachment, precision, silence. If you want to stop being angry, stop reacting. Start watching. Stop expecting. Start detaching. Stop screaming. Start sharpening. And remember, the quieter you are, the deadlier you become. The way of the warrior is resolute acceptance of death. Another quote by Musashi. When you no longer fear discomfort, when you stop needing others to act how you want, when you stare death in the face and laugh, there is no anger left, only stillness, only power. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.